is. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hope you all are having a fantastic weekend. As always, we got COOK in the house, my silent partner, the master of the chat. Hey bud, how's it going? Missed you the past few days. Of course, I've been switching up the schedule of the show left and right. I mean, hell, we're going at 3 o'clock today. I think I was doing it at 4, then it was 10 a.m. yesterday, now it's 3. I don't know when this thing goes live. That's why you gotta follow me on Twitter to stay up to date, because I'm gonna switch it up on you. Until I find a time frame that works for me, and I don't know, really just trying to figure out what works for, other people, trying to figure out the metrics and, who's watching and at what time they are watching is really what I'm trying to figure out. Basically the same crap I do in television. COOK says he's living the dream. Aren't we all? Did you stay up last night watching SNL? When's the last time you watched SNL, I think is the real question. Gotta say, I watched it. Boy, I don't like to use the word cringy very often because I find the word cringy to be, well, a little cringy. But man, I don't really know how else to sum up what we saw last night. It was rough to watch. Granted, Elon's not the most, sociable of people. I mean, we started off the show by admitting that we had Asperger's, which I found as a shock. I did not realize that Elon Musk had Asperger's. Thought that was kind of crazy. Anyway, let's jump into it here. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling on about Elon and SNL and Dogecoin. Good lord. Look at this, market cap overall sitting at $2.4 trillion, still holding strong. Almost to that $2.5 trillion mark. That will be fantastic when we get there. COOK says he stayed up watching charts, skipped SNL. Good choice. I'll tell you, there was a moment there, we'll say about 15 minutes into SNL when that sell-off began that, man, I wasn't convinced that it wasn't going to take the whole damn market down with it. That was a lot of money. $20 billion to be exact flowed out of Dogecoin. And then, I don't know if it's gone into the rest of the market yet. We did see Binance really jump up in market cap. They're sitting over $100 billion right now. Where is their overall market cap? Geez, I'm blind. Yeah, they were up to like 101, 102. So the money's definitely flowing into the rest of the market. And the fact that we've still got an overall market cap over 2.4 trillion is encouraging. So I for one can't wait for the, what is it now, $76 billion worth of money to flood back into our market and out of Doge. That would be fantastic. That's going to be like Christmas morning. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. Bitcoin currently sitting at $57,527, down 2.5% on the day. ETH sitting at $3,881, up 1.7%. I think that might be an all-time high. If it's not, it's damn close. It is really, really close. Binance Coin sitting at $660, up 1.1% on the day. Dogecoin sitting at 57 cents, down 15%. Still up 53% on the week. That's pretty impressive. Cardano breaking out to all-time highs, up 9.1% on the day, up 32 on the week. XRP at $1.52, kind of just moving sideways at 360 right now, or down 3.6%, 5% on the week. It looks like it was selling off right alongside Doge last night. It was kind of freaky to watch. I suppose there is somewhat of a correlation there. I guess you could argue that XRP is a bit of a meme coin. In a way, there's definitely more behind it than just tokenomics and the company, of course. Polkadot sitting at $39, up 0.4% on the day. Bcash down 3.5%, and Litecoin up 4% on the day. Bitcoin dominance, still falling 44.3%. ETH dominance up to 18.5%. That's crazy. Gas prices on ETH, though, continue to be an absolute problem. 94 gwei per transaction. That's stupid. Moving on, let's take a look at market sentiment here. If their website ever loads up. I always struggle with this. I don't know if it's their coding or my internet. One of the two. You can see trending at the top of our sentiment right now, of course, Dogecoin. SNL at number 2, Hustle at number 3, Elon at number 4. Barry I guess Seabird. Why does that name ring a bell? Who's Barry Seabird? Let me know in the chat if you know what that's about. Shiba coin, we're gonna get into that. That was trending real high. I think that was at the top of the charts yesterday, out trending Dogecoin. Buy, of course, buy, dip in our word cloud. And short, I thought this was funny. Short coming in at number 10 spot. Short positions. Everybody takes shorts on Doge is what I'm kind of getting from that here. Chainlink kind of leading the pack here, up 5%. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's hop on over to DeFi Pulse. Look at this. I thought this was pretty wild. Uniswap moving up in TBL up to $7.7 billion locked in. But look at this. Look at their chart. This was about where we were last week. A week ago at this time, we saw a pretty severe plummet in TBL. Maybe that was people just getting ready to migrate over to V3 is kind of what I'm thinking now, because we're seeing a pretty steady increase in total value locked into Uniswap right now, which is encouraging. And back out here, one thing that did catch my attention that I wanted to show you guys. This, when it loads up, is going to be our top projects on the Ethereum network. Is it not going to load for us? Come on now. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. So, number 4, Uniswap always was just holding strong at the number 4 position, but look at this. Uniswap got flipped last night by Curve Finance, both sitting at $7.78 billion in TVL. So, something interesting happening there. I know Curve was the original people to build that whole Curve structure into their DeFi program, and let's face it, Uniswap kind of ripped them off, in my opinion. And it looks like they might be paying for it here. Moving on, I had to relight my cigarette because I'm addicted. Over here on DeFi Station, we'll take a quick look at PancakeSwap, see how much TVL they've got going. We had fallen back to 9.5 billion in TVL, and now we're turning back upwards at 9.8. See, we're starting to get a bit of a crossover too in our TVL and price action, which is good to see for all of us invested in the Binance Smart Chain, what I like to call the smart people. Or the poor people, one of the two. I think they both kind of go hand in hand. Take a quick look at Bitcoin here on the old 5-minute chart. You can see we're still just kind of chopping sideways. Starting to get some fairly decent candlesticks here though on the upside. Bulls look like they might be taking charge here. We shall see. Jump into our headlines, find out what is driving prices today. Of course, first on the list, Dogecoin falls 25% after Elon Musk's Saturday Night Live appearance. Such hype, much down. Shouldn't that be much hype, much down? Obviously, they aren't big on meme culture. So yeah, that's the big headline of the day. There you go. Dogecoin before Elon Musk went on SNL versus Dogecoin after Elon Musk went on SNL. Got knocked out, son. You got knocked right out. So yep, we don't really need to read into this. We know how this played out. Oh, look at that chart, boys. Let that sink in for a second. COOK says BTC back to the 60s. You are correct about that. Are they back in the 60s? I didn't even look at the actual price. I've kind of quit looking at price anymore. Sitting at 57,000 right now, but yeah, we're definitely heading back up. When we get into the charts, C-Dub, remind me to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Last time I checked, I think that's trending back up. It looked like it might have kind of woken up a little bit last night with this that we saw. This, by the way, is a $20 billion candlestick. $20 billion. C-Dub, what do we know about our Doge friend? Is he still holding, or did he sell last night? God, I hope he sold last night. Moving on. Robinhood overwhelmed by Dogecoin sell-off after SNL mention. Robinhood began experiencing, quote, well, I'm putting air quotes here, you can't see me, but trading problems, while Dogecoin lover Elon Musk was hosting SNL. Shocker, right? Robinhood crashes when people are trying to sell their Doge. This time, though, is interesting. Unlike what we saw with GameStop, C-Dub, did you hear this? Unlike what we saw with GameStop, they were not allowing people to sell their Doge. You could still buy it, I think, from time to time. That was pretty spotty. Not sure, but I can guess. Yeah. Even the buying was spotty from time to time, but selling your Doge was not an option last night. They had locked all of their users from being able to sell their Doge. Now, having held GameStop through Robinhood not allowing people to buy GameStop, I can tell you that was awful. I can't imagine how you'd feel right now if, say, you had $2.8 million worth of Dogecoin. I didn't just pull that number out of my ass. There's actually a guy out there that has $2.8 million worth of Dogecoin. If I was holding that and I was unable to sell that and cash out, oh my God. I'm telling you, that alone would probably be enough. Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I will get demonetized. They will shut us down if I say what's really on my mind. Let's just say it involves bad things plus Vlad. God, I hate that guy. So yeah, we don't need to read this story. We know exactly what it's about. Robinhood screwing over the customers again. Surprise, surprise. But at this point, if you're trading on Robinhood, I've got to admit, it's on you. Dogecoin knockoff puts $8 billion in Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin's wallet. So yeah, this happened. I told you yesterday, or we saw Shiba trending yesterday on the social sentiment, but I did not know that this happened. SHIB has gone skyward. Vitalik Buterin, who received 50% of the SHIB supply from developers, is its biggest whale. How crazy is that? CWOK says criminal. Yeah. Understatement of the year, right? Lock that guy up. The price of Shiba Inu, a meme coin and Dogecoin knockoff, has spiked 734% over the past week. Anonymous developers have spent 50% of the token supply, sent 50% of the token supply to Vitalik Buterin's wallet over the past year. That's weird, right? Is it just me? Am I the only one with the tinfoil hat on here? That is weird. Although those tokens are claimed to be, quote, burned, Buterin has full access to his SHIB holdings, and it is now worth $8 billion. So it's very odd. I don't really know what to think of it. I don't know why the anonymous developers would be sending it all to Vitalik's wallet. That in itself is very strange. So I don't know. I'm not going to call it a scam because I don't know enough about the project. But if you were to ask me, hey man, you buying some SHIB coin? No. No, I am not. Moving on. The Winklevoss-led Gemini launches Dogecoin savings program. While Dogecoin market crashes, will 2.25% convince investors to hold? Well, if there's one thing we've learned about Dogecoin holders, it doesn't take a whole lot to convince them to hang on to their Dogecoin. Those people are committed. They are not selling anytime soon. At least not from what we've seen. If you didn't sell last night, you're probably never selling your Doge, is kind of what I've gathered from all of this. So yeah, Gemini is now giving you a 2.25% APY to stake your Doge on their platform. What do you think, C-Dub? Is that enough for you to go out and buy Doge and stake it on Gemini? Doesn't seem like a good investment to me. But I'm just a graphics guy. What do I know? Ray Dalio's Bridgewater CFO leaves to work on Bitcoin full-time. Traditional finance veteran John Dogggy will help the New York Digital Investment Group to, quote, bring Bitcoin safely to everybody. I always get really nervous when people are out there claiming to protect me when it comes to my investments, and it just always rubs me the wrong way. So yeah, this guy, John Dogggy, now former chief finance officer at investment company Bridgewater Associates, has been appointed as the CFO Bitcoin finance services firm for New York Digital Investment Group, or New York DIG. C-Dub, I'll go buy SafeMoon instead. Oh god, it broke me. Yeah, so, hey, fun fact, I'm glad you brought that up, C-Dub. I sold all my SafeMoon day before yesterday. I meant to talk about it in yesterday's show, but kind of forgot. Yep, sold it all, made $75, never looking back on that pyramid scheme. And yes, we can officially call SafeMoon a pyramid scheme now because we have done our research, we have seen the audit, we have seen what's really going on behind the curtain. We know that there's rug code in the protocol itself, and we know that just one asshole owns the entire LP wallet. I, for one, will not be buying any more SafeMoon. But it was a fun little experiment, right? We learned something. And we did make some money. Not enough to ever make me want to go back. So yep, that's your Ray Dalio losing employees to Bitcoin full-time. Yeah, right, I mean, the thing is, I can't remember if I actually showed you the audit or not, C-Dub. It was, the thing that really didn't stick, or the thing that rubbed me the wrong way was the fact that Certic gave them multiple different options to straighten that code out and fix it. And not only fix it, but fix it in a way that would benefit anybody who holds SafeMoon. And the team literally gave the middle finger to Certic and said, nope, we're going to continue to do it our way. So, I mean, that's on them, right? Nope, sorry. Not gonna do it, not today, Satan. Moving right along. Binance US plans massive hiring spree to compete with Coinbase. There you go. You're looking for a job. Binance US CEO Brian Brooks says the company will 5x its headcount over the next 18 months. He says the company plans to expand very soon. He also believes the exchange will continue to diversify. Brian Brooks came from Binance US from Washington. Yeah, he was a regulator. He was the former comptroller. Or, is that the right word? Feels like the right word. Let's go with it until I'm told otherwise. So yeah, Binance US looking to really expand and looking to go toe-to-toe with Coinbase. Which, considering the backing that they have from, Binance, shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. Moving on. Ultra rare Meebit NFT minted via exploit sells for $765,000. A crypto enthusiast took, quote, cheating to a whole new level by exploiting a non-fungible token project, Meebits. We covered Meebits when they launched the other day. Let's dig into this story. I thought it was very interesting. An exploit and non-fungible token platform, Meebits, created by the developers of OG Collectibles CryptoPunks, allowed one user to cheat the system and get an ultra-rare NFT, which he immediately sold for 200 ETH, around $765,000 currently. Recently, CryptoPunks have become the hottest stuff amid ongoing NFT craze, outselling even such giants as NBA Top Shots. For example, legendary auction house Christie's will put $9 million worth of CryptoPunks on sale next week, which that in itself is kind of its own story that I think is flippin' awesome. Never going to pay $9 million for a CryptoPunk, but anyway, moving on. To capitalize on this success, CryptoPunks developer Larva Labs launched a new NFT project dubbed Meebits earlier this week. These collectibles work mostly the same way, except that instead of randomly generated pixelated images of punks, each Meebit is represented by a blocky 3D model a la Minecraft. As a loyalty gesture, Larva Labs awarded all existing CryptoPunk owners a certain number of tries to mint Meebits on a one-to-one basis. At the same time, the rarity of freshly minted Meebits was supposed to be random, akin to so-called loot boxes popular among game developers today. However, some users quickly discovered a way to cheat the system by, quote, re-rolling their Meebits. This was possible because the project's smart contract included an archive file that contained characteristics of each token's ID. With this knowledge, tech-savvy users could simply cancel the creation of, quote, low-quality Meebits until they got a really rare NFT. Here's a quote here from the guy that figured it out, I guess, that they were up to something. COOK says, I own a mouse with a right-click option. It's true. You sure do, buddy. You sure do. One such user, nicknamed OXNeach, decided to take full advantage of the exploit, boasting on Twitter that he should be able to earn $300,000 per hour via such an attack, and ultimately was victorious. According to Etherscan, XeroXNeach initiated more than 300 transactions in his bid to mint an expensive Meebit, most of which were canceled. In the end, he managed to mint an ultra-rare visitor-quality Meebit and almost immediately put it on sale for 300 ETH, or $1.1 million on the NFT marketplace OpenSea, but he then reduced it to 200 ETH. Pranksy, a well-known crypto and NFT whale, then quickly bought the Meebit, potentially not even knowing about the exploit. Here's Pranksy's tweet. Me, buy Meebit, hear about the mint exploit closed by Larva Labs, have and hold. Yeah, I can't decide if that's going to make this guy more valuable or not, the fact that he was minted through an exploit. That's almost like getting a card with a defect, right? Pretty neat, I think. Pretty cool. Meanwhile, Nietzsche's profits might have been not as impressive as he hoped for. By his own admission, the operation cost him roughly $20,000 an hour in transaction fees. Good lord. Additionally, he also had to buy more CryptoPunks that still had unredeemed Meebits. Ultimately, the user earned 50 ETH and 5 floor punks, he said in a now-deleted tweet. When the exploit became public, Larva Labs was suspended minting and trading on Meebit's marketplace. Here's the tweet from them, quote, "We have temporarily paused community minting and trading in the Meebits contract. The contract is safe. All Meebits are safe, and trading is working just fine. Everything's fine. Nobody look at what's happening." To allow users to mint their Meebits while preventing the exploitation, Larva Labs will provide them with a, quote, "a form where you can use your wallet to sign a message that proves ownership of your punks and glyphs, and will mint the Meebits for your using in the dev mint function." Weird. Way to go back to old school there to try to fix this. Meanwhile, Pranksy has already put the visitor Meebit on sale for 369 ETH or 1.4 million, aiming to double his initial investment. That is, of course, if somebody would want to pay the nearly $1.5 million for the exploited NFT. I do think if he just holds it, that this thing could be worth some serious money one day. But I don't know. Crazy story. Crazy stuff happening in the NFT world. That just goes to show you how early we are, and that we don't quite have this all figured out yet, and these little exploits can still be done. Pretty crazy. Anyway, speaking of NFT scams, next up, Rary Capital reports exploit in the ETH pool. Rary, for those of you who don't know, is the governance coin for Rarible.com, a massive, probably one of the largest NFT marketplaces, actually. So yeah, Rary Capital announced there's been an exploit in the Rary Capital ETH pool related to its Alpha Finance Lab integration. In response, the rebalancer has removed all funds from the Alpha. Here's the tweet from Rary Capital. They're just saying that there's been an exploit in the pool. Funds have been removed, and they are currently investigating the situation. So I don't know. I'd be pretty damn nervous right now if I held the RGT token. That's what I know. That's wow. Fell more than 50% before rebounding back to $12. Jeez. Just goes to show you that it's dangerous out there. Dangerous. And even with a big DAO, I guess, like Rarible, you're still not safe. That's a huge company, and the fact that they've got this going on is not good. Not good at all. Alright, last up in our headlines here. My favorite new NFT project that I'm so excited about. You will recognize the new profile pic I threw up here because I'm so excited, and they're giving them away for free right now to raise awareness for what they're doing. Crypto DOGGYs, IDO. What will happen when Dog Meme Coin meets CryptoPunks? Check these out. This is all launching on Bakeryswap, as you guys know, is by far my favorite NFT platform. I cannot say enough about it. Let's dig into this. This is a great little white paper here on Doggy and what they're going to be doing. So bear with me. You'll find this interesting, I promise. A few months ago, CryptoPunks broke into the news when three pixelated aliens were auctioned off for several $1 million. 10,000 of these aliens were procedurally designed and soon became collector trophies for the Ethereum community. On the other hand, a meme token without utility, Doge, thanks to celebrities like Elon Musk, made an impact in early 2021, climbing from 1 cent to about 80 cents at the time of writing. This is why we want to introduce you to Doggy. The goal to bring Binance Smart Chain the best of two worlds. What is Doggy, you ask? Doggy is a coin that would allow you to exchange for crypto Doggy NFTs. These cute animated doggies are designed by one of our featured artists and will have a GIF format, which in itself I think is pretty awesome. We didn't have that with CryptoPunks. Like CryptoPunks, they have been procedurally created, resulting in 10,000 different types of doggies, with different rarity, commons, and uncommons or rare, giving some of them more collectible value. Another of the features that differentiates us and gives us special value is the burning mechanism. This will happen every time a user purchases one of the Doggy NFTs from the Doggy Shop NFT marketplace. In a nutshell, you will have a meme token with burning mechanisms that can turn into unique collectible items with different types of rarity, which are tradable in the NFT marketplace. Did you catch all that? Is your mind blown yet? How cool is that? So here they are. Know your doggies. 10,000 doggy NFTs will be created. All dogs are unique and animated as follows. Here they are. How adorable are these guys? This one by far is my current favorite of the free ones that they've given out. So just super cool. I'm a dog lover. If you guys don't know that about me, I am an absolute sucker for dogs. And these people creating this project, they've managed to figure me out completely. They know I love NFTs, they know I love dogs, they know I love crypto and tokens, and especially tokens with burning mechanisms. They've hit every single niche category that I would need to really just go all in on an NFT project, and I could not be more excited about this. Each characteristic has a certain probability of occurrence, making some characteristics rarer than others, thus making some dogs very difficult to get. Doggies will be cryptographically generated using a series of different characteristics like dog type, color scheme, eye blinking, tongue stretch, weird, panting is what I would have called that, accessories including glasses, scarves, and hats. The Doggy NFT will be available at the Doggy Shop under Bakeryswap gamification tab. Tokens will be Doggy. Here's the tokenomics. This is really getting into the meat of it here, which I think is pretty neat. Doggy will have a total supply of 5 billion coins. 4 billion of them will be available through the IDO at the Bakeryswap. That'll be the launch. The remaining 1 billion will be used as initial liquidity towards the bakery community. So it'll be the liquidity pairing for the bakery token, most likely, and the Doggy coin. And rewards to the bakery community, bakery promoters, and the Doggy developers and artists working on the Crypto Doggy project. Doggy can be used to get a Crypto Doggy NFT at the Doggy Shop or NFT Marketplace. At the Doggy Shop, users can acquire a random NFT Doggy with 500,000 Doggy coins. All of this 500,000 Doggy will be burned. That's important. So anytime you switch your Doggy coin over to the NFT to mint an NFT, it burns the Doggy coin, which is huge for deflationary purposes. At the NFT Marketplace, users can then buy the Doggy NFT directly from others or sell their Doggy NFTs at whatever price they would like. The NFT Marketplace will only support Doggy payment. So you gotta, if you're gonna buy one that's already been up for sale, you have to use the Doggy coin to get it. For each trade, there will be a 5% commission fee on Doggy. All the commission fees will be burned. Here's the Doggy IDO, the total supply, the IDO amount. Price for BNB, 1 million Doggy. So for 1 BNB, you're going to get a million Doggy, which I'd have to break that down to what the initial price offering is going to be. We could do real quick math here. It's going to be fractions of a cent, right? So pull the calculator up. I don't know what BNB is trading at exactly right now. We'll say 650. So about 0.00065. So we times that by 500. So you're looking at about, if I've done my math correctly, about 32 cents per NFT, and that's at IDO, right? Hopefully whenever it launches, the price will go up whenever they hit the secondary market. But that's an NFT I can get behind, right? We're not talking, $500, $600, $2,000 NFTs here. We're talking a 32 cent GIF. Who wouldn't be willing to pay a 32 cent GIF on top of what? Maybe a 1 cent transaction fee? So yeah, this is the beauty of having NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain. We don't have exuberant fees, which means that you can actually sell your art for prices that I consider to be reasonable and not completely obscene. So yeah. And then what to do after the IDO? Well, the Doggy trading on Bakery AMM Exchange so that you can trade your coin if you want. You can acquire the NFTs with your Doggy coin. You can list your doggies on the NFT marketplace and sell them like that, or buy the ones from the marketplace with your doggy coin. Or the doggy token and doggy NFT can be staked to farm other tokens in later activities. So here's the time frame, May 11th, that's Tuesday, is the IDO. Trading and farming, and then the airdrops start occurring from the 12th to the 17th. And then around May 18th, Doggy Shop and Marketplace open. So yeah, and then there's the Bakeryswap. So pretty cool. This is the first real NFT project that I've been just absolutely super excited by. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these guys. Anyway, let's jump into the charts here. Nope, family just got home. We are in the middle of a show, and family's coming through the house. Hey guys. All right, let's see. We are looking at Bitcoin here on the 5-minute chart. As you can see, let's jump out to the 4-hour here. Really take a macro look at what's going on. See Bitcoin, we are still in a pretty nice little uptrend here from where we originally came crashing down, oh gosh, about a month ago at this point. We are working our way back up, but really here, if we go out to the daily chart, what I wanted to show you is that for the past, we'll call it 80 days, we got 79 days here, we've just been chopping sideways. And if you look in our little purple box, this is kind of the accumulation area that I've drawn. And my goodness, if you go in and you actually calculate the amount of volume we have in this area, the amount of accumulation we've seen over the past month, it's crazy. And I have to think that at some point we are going to see Bitcoin absolutely go to the moon and just blow past this recent all-time high of 64,000. We just have to. There's a whole lot of energy that's been pent up here, right? And it's gotta go somewhere. All right, let's take a look at ETH. My goodness, what do you say about ETH? This is just pretty nuts. Let's jump to the 4-hour here. See, I've got our fibs drawn out so we can kind of see where ETH might be looking to go next. Of course, this is, these fib points, Fibonacci points aren't necessarily set in stone, but it gives us kind of an idea of what the next breakout could look like. And if we grab our measuring stick here, it looks like our next breakout's going to be, roughly a nice little 5% move up here, up to around $44,200 is what it's looking like to me. So yeah, I don't hold any ETH, as you guys know. As I've said many times, they're gonna have to fix their network before I go really throwing a lot of capital into it. And at this point, I'm so invested in the Binance Smart Chain, it's gonna take one hell of an update from Ethereum to get me off the Binance Smart Chain at this point in time. Moving on, let's take a quick look at Binance Smart Chain, see what's happening with the BNB token. So you can see, as you guys know, if you've been following my liquidity provider adventures, you can see we did actually wick up here around 3-4 o'clock in the morning today at my original position, which normally I would have been like, all right, cool, we're there, we can pull our tokens out and we can collect all these fees. But as you can see, if we jump over here to the Cake token, we're seeing Cake kind of underperform a little bit. And since Cake is worth less, even though I have an equal amount of money in both of them, since Cake is worth less than BNB, I'm more exposed to it, right? So if I were to pull out here, I would suffer more of an impermanent loss because my Cake hadn't reached its original position yet. Whereas if I can get Cake up, even if BNB overshoots where we began providing liquidity here, that impermanent loss is still going to be less than what we would see if I pulled out now and the impermanent loss I would see with Cake, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for Cake to get a little bit closer, and if BNB does end up blowing past our original position here, then it's just going to be kind of me doing math to figure out where my best exit point's going to be, kind of taking the difference between where BNB had overshot and where Cake is still underperforming. Kind of average those two out, and that'll give us a nice little exit position. So I know it's a bit much. It gets into the weeds, and yeah, being an LP provider isn't for the faint of heart. You certainly have to do your own math, and there's no convenient app out there that's going to tell you how much money you made or anything like that. It's you're certainly kind of shooting in the dark a little bit. Anyway, moving on, let's take a look at the Bakery token, since we did get our news today about that really cool IDO. You see not really being reflected in the price of Bake token at all. We're still kind of coming down. But overall, we are still on a pretty fantastic uptrend. If we were to grab a little trend line here and put something in, you can see we're still trending upwards. We could theoretically say something, we'll just do something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Not set in stone. So, still trending up. You can still say, you can make the argument that we're just consolidating here. If we grab another trend line and bring it down, you can see that we're kind of forming this triangle here, and we're going to kind of bounce around in this area and hopefully see a nice little breakout back up and over all-time highs. We shall see. As always, time will tell. Any charts you want to take a look at, C-Dub? Anything tickling your fancy today? Other than just maybe ignoring the Doge chart, alright? See Harmony, we're still kind of just chopping sideways. We did get a little bit of life a couple days ago last week, and we've been kind of chopping sideways ever since. I kind of wish I had taken the opportunity when we popped up above my original position here to go ahead and pull out, but something told me that I would regret that almost immediately. You can see I have not regretted it yet. I'm still kind of kicking myself, but I gotta believe that once all this money comes flowing out of Doge, that Harmony will definitely see some good price action. Hopefully. I'm getting impatient. Quick look at XRP here. You can see we are still trending up nicely on our 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at XRP on the day. CWK says he's good. He's bleeding in the boomer market. Just ignoring it. Yeah, probably not a bad idea, but just pay no attention. Maybe slip into a coma for the next 6 months, and then we'll wake up and look at our portfolios and see if it's all corrected itself yet. There's certainly some sickly things happening across the board. It's not just boomer market. We're seeing it everywhere. I blame the hedge funds. I blame Vlad, that fuck. Pardon me. Anyway, XRP on the 5-minute, you can see we're just kind of moving sideways. I did mention, though, last night, this was SNL. You can see, boy, XRP really got hammered last night when Doge began selling off. I don't know if that's just a correlation between the meme coin and, whatever you want to call XRP. I suppose it's a meme at this point. And let's see, take a look at Doge, even though it's disgusting to look at. 4-hour chart, you see, man, this is pretty wild. Once again, Doge defying the odds and defying all expectations, really. I expected a big sell-off last night, and we did get a sell-off, but it only came down to 42 cents. The fact that Doge right now has climbed up about 20% on the day and is currently holding above 50 cents is just absolutely astonishing. Yep, Doge is just going to keep doing what Doge is going to do. I would almost say this is a great time to buy into Doge, but I cannot in good conscience advise anybody to buy this coin. The fundamentals just aren't simply there, but if we're ignoring fundamentals and going off just technicals alone, well, damn it, this is a great opportunity to get in on Doge. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just a graphics guy. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Spark Point. Ugh. Still just not seeing the movement out of Spark Point that I would like to see. And we can leave it at that. Alright guys, that is all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have enjoyed today's show, as always, make sure you hop on over to Twitter. Give me a follow there. And, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ping the notification on the old YouTubes while you're here as well. That way you know when we're going live, and you know when you can hear my sultry voice. Also, make sure to jump over to Bakeryswap. Just kind of give take a look at that whole project, what they're doing, and prepare yourself for some cute little doggy gifts. They're going to be up for sale on Tuesday. All right, guys, that's all I got. Once again, thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.